By pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Yes, it is. Hopefully. Oh, hey, how about that, Nate? We can actually hear something.
Hear ourselves.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It was just so funny, Nate. We were sitting here and we were talking, and then we went live a few minutes ago, and it was nothing. No voice, no nothing, which is the thing is good. Like I laugh about, this is what's good and bad about live, remote live streams is that it's live. So if it screws up, it screws up. You've got to fix it. There's no way around it. It happens, and you just got to deal with the consequences of that. So, but anyway, joined my guy Nathan Taylor. It's been a long time, man. You finally decided to show up.
I finally did. You know, Brandy keeps me around every now and then. So.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. But anyway, hey guys, we're at Y&B, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and proud sponsor for us to go out and support to do remote live streams of minority women and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area, which tomorrow we would normally be at George's Happy Hall getting some barbecue and some mac and cheese, but we'll be back at Y&B again tomorrow. Now, you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go, since they're a personal bank, hey, you can come by and you can see at the Y&B main bank, which is where we are today at 401 AM downtown Yukon. And come by and see my guy Nathan Taylor or Joe, what do they call him, the Horn Man?
The Horn Man, yeah.
Horn Man.
Come by and see the Horn Man, for sure.
I just laugh every time Drew says that. Anyway, Joe Horn and, like I said, Nathan or Carson was over here for a minute, and I guess we decided to get on there and Carson bounced out Carson right. Or you can go by the Y&B East location, which is on Yukon and Parkway and 66, which is about 2 miles east of the main bank right there on Highway 66 or 39th, however you want to look at it. Y&B Mustang on Mustang Road there in Drew won't allow me to say the great city of Mustang. He says it's somewhere south of I-40 is what he says. That's all he's going to. Anyway.
Yeah.
The Y&B Mustang at 218 North Mustang Road, Y&B Parkway, which is I-40 and Garth Brooks Boulevard, right in front of is it Integris?
Yes.
Integris Hospital. And also, you can't remember, when you're right there, it's just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks Boulevard, or Y&B, which is the one I go to, Y&B, in Bethany, which is my favorite place. That's where I go, because it's just easier for me to get to is Y&B Peoples.
Yeah, go and see Dennis.
Well, actually, I go see.
Don't see Eddie.
I see Eddie.
See Eddie. Ugh.
I see Eddie. That's my boy. That's my golfing partner.
Okay.
I gotta see Eddie.
All right.
And that's on 23rd Street, between Rockwell and MacArthur, and it's just one of my favorite places. But anyway, Nate, it's been good seeing you. I mean, you missed all the Thunder talk. So we're going to go over and talk about some Thunder stuff today. We're going to start out with the NBA scores yesterday, which, of course, the Warriors took care of business.
Yeah, Steph Curry, man.
Steph Curry was he was on fire yesterday. There's just no question about what he did yesterday. Warriors taking care of business 120-100. Now, I heard some people say he surpassed Magic Johnson as the greatest point guard ever. I'm like, stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No. Starting center, getting a triple-double.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, Magic they got the 3-point line. He could shoot the 3-point. He just didn't.
Right.
And Steph Curry, let's face it, he has what? How many rings does he have? 4?
He got 4. Yeah, he's got
Magic
4.
had 5, but he went to 5 in 10 years.
Yeah, well, he had to play against Bird, too.
He had to play against Bird. Remember, like I tell people, this is who Magic lost to. He lost to Larry Bird. He lost to Dr. J. He lost to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And he lost to Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, it's all 4 of those teams would have won a championship in today's.
And arguably, they lost to one of the greatest teams ever with the Sixers, with Dr. J and Moses Malone and Isaiah Tony and our own Maurice Cheeks, who used to be assistant coach of the Thunder. He lost against them. He lost against Larry Bird. He lost against Michael with his first championship. And he lost against Isaiah when they went back-to-back. So I'm like, dude, this is my thing with all these people and these nowadays quarterbacks and nowadays greatest ever. When you're the GOAT, it means greatest of all time.
Not today.
That means whenever you played,
Yeah.
you're going to dominate the way you did in the era you played in.
right.
That's what greatest of all time means. Not because, like I said, I can't put Tom Brady's greatest of all time. You're not going to play until you're 40 years old in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's not happening.
That's
number
true.
one.
Yeah.
Number two, because if you 86 that, he don't play that many championships.
That's right.
Okay, and he don't win that much. Plus, I mean, how many rules? The tuck rule. What the hell is that? You got the helmet put on you and you fumbled, so you shouldn't even have the first one. Okay, tuck rule, which they took away. Only time they've ever used that rule was that. Now, being a kind of a quasi Chiefs fan, the Chiefs are now getting the calls that forever that the
For Mahomes,
Patriots
yeah.
got. Did they not?
Yeah, they did.
Did they not?
They did.
Now Mahomes don't get the roughing the passers that Tom Brady does because he got hit in the Eagles game. Dude, Grant hit him in the face. That should have been 15. That Tom Brady, that's 15 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Promise.
You're right.
So anyway, I can't give him that, Tom Brady. I mean, I'll give him as one of the greatest ever, 100%.
I think when it's all said and done, Mahomes could be right up there with him. I mean, as far as today's standards go, But I mean, Mahomes
He's unbelievable.
he's a heck of a quarterback.
Dude, well, all I know, he's the only quarterback to, like they did that stat. They said the number of quarterbacks who have 2 MVPs regular season, 2 MVP Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl wins, led the league in score most touchdowns, led the league in yards. Okay, there's only been 3.
Peyton Manning, Mahomes, obviously, and I want to say Brady, but that's probably not right if we're talking this conversation. Terry Bradshaw? No.
Played for the Cardinals.
Kurt Warner? Okay. All right.
I mean, think about that. But he's the only one to lead the league in scoring, lead the league in touchdowns, to lead the league in yards, to win a Super Bowl, and to win the Super Bowl MVP. That's only been done once.
Wow.
Him by himself. He's the only one to ever do that all in 1 year.
That's pretty impressive.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
And he's the first one to lead the league in touchdowns or whatever since Kurt Warner. But MVP, I mean, this is my thing with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is amazing. When you're in the era, like I can't give nobody greatest nothing in these eras. I can't give it to you because is it more athletic? Yes. Is it softer? Yes. Like to me, reason why Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time because can you imagine him where you can't touch him, you can't hit him going to the basket. I mean, he would destroy these
He'd
people.
average 50.
He'd destroy them. Okay? So no, I can't give him LeBron, you're not gonna last as long as you did in an era where it's physical. Now, are you gonna dominate? Yes. Are you gonna do what you do? Yes. But are you gonna be the greatest all-time scorer? No, you're not lasting 20 years.
No. He'd have played against those Pistons teams. He would have been beat up.
And these kids at the barbershop are like, oh, LeBron. I said, no, he wouldn't have.
No,
he wouldn't have.
To me, LeBron just Kobe and Michael, they had it, the killer instinct. LeBron has it, but not as much as they do.
It's like the Dylan Brooks. If you talk to Michael Jordan like that, he would embarrass you. He would score. You got to at least score 40.
Who was the guy that played for the Utah that he did? Byron, but
Byron.
remember?
Yeah, he came out running his mouth.
97 finals, right? I forget what his name was, but yeah, I know who you're talking. Just like
Yes.
that, though.
You don't. But anyway, this is how I look at it, Nate. The greatest of all time, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely, no
The
question.
most skilled player of all time, Kobe.
Yeah,
And the best all-around player, LeBron. He takes over for Magic for me.
I mean,
That's what he takes over for
I
Magic.
couldn't argue that. I mean,
Because that's like I tell these kids, that's how I break it down. But I cannot, if I had to have one game, a game 7, one time to win it all, I'm not taking LeBron.
no, not even close.
I'm not taking LeBron. If I got to have one game 7, I'm going to take I'm going to take Michael.
And it'd be close with Kobe, man.
Kobe. But I'm going to take, Kobe failed in the game 7 against the Celtics.
Celtics.
And he was what? He had 12 points or whatever, but he did have the rebounds, he had the block shots, and he had the steals because he was not scoring that game. So, but if I got to have that one, it's a game 7. I just can't give anybody in this generation any love. Now, Is it more physical? No. Is it more athletic? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Are they bigger, stronger, faster? Yes, without question. But I don't think that those guys could do what you do. To me, greatest of all time means one thing: can you do what you did in any era?
In any era.
That's what that says. That's the greatest of all time. That's what that means.
Yep.
Not the greatest of this generation. So to me, Tom Brady, greatest winner
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
of this generation. But the greatest of all time, I think, was Otto Graham. He had 10. So yeah, but
I might put him a little higher than 10.
But no. 10 wins, 10 championships.
I got you.
Okay, but it was smaller groups. So, but I would say Tom Brady, greatest winner of all time, without question.
Sure.
But the greatest quarterback, I can't give it to him. Now, this is how I listed. I did positions.
Okay.
Quarterbacks, it goes Bart Starr first, then Joe Montana, then Tom Brady. As far as my 3 quarterbacks.
I might put Joe Montana 1, man.
Well, no. I'm talking about errors. I
Okay.
broke it down errors and said, okay, if I'm going to have it, this is how I'm going to do it. Because Bart Starr, people forget, he's 2-time MVP, won the first 2 Super Bowls. His passing percentage in the playoffs is still ranked the top 3 or whatever in all time. And that was in the 60s, which they didn't throw the ball. So
Right.
when you did throw it, you had to be accurate. So I do that. But then my running backs are Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, and you're going to be shocked on my 3rd one. Eric Dickerson. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
He was pretty good.
Emmitt Smith was. I mean,
No,
I know
I'm
he
not
had.
going,
no,
I'm not taking
I
him
know
over
he
him,
had
no.
had an offensive line. If Barry would have ran behind that offensive line, he'd have had 10 million yards.
I talked to 2 defensive ends who played against them all the time, and I asked them who this was doing when they were both playing in the 90s. This is 94-ish.
Sure.
And I asked them both. I said, Barry or Emmett? They laughed in my face.
Oh, Barry's number 1 by far. I don't.
They said that if
disagree with
Barry
that.
would have played behind Emmett's line, he would average 2,500 yards. I'm like, you're high. They go, no. This is what they said.
I agree.
The way that it works, the strong safety tackled Emmitt Smith in the hole every time. He goes, one-on-one, you're not tackling Barry Sanders one-on-one. It's not happening.
Nope.
He said, so it's either going to be the free safety or the defensive end. So he's 6.5, 7 yards down the field before he gets tackled.
Yeah.
And he goes, and they go, maybe not then.
Dude was bad.
Yeah, so
bad.
that's how I look at it. Wide receivers, Jerry Rice, and I don't like the guy, but, I mean, I got to give him his due.
You're going to say T.O.?
Dude, I don't like the guy as a person, but, that's the thing I have with the Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice, okay.
This is the problem I have. Then it would be a toss between him and Randy Moss.
No, I was going to say Randy Moss.
Those
yeah.
2 would be a toss for me.
Yeah.
But like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, this is my thing with writers. They shouldn't, how do you not make Derek Jeter a unanimous Hall of Famer? You're an asshole.
Yeah, that's
I
stupid.
don't know if I can say that, but you're a giant. You should take your license away.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no reason other than you just were biased that he's not in the Hall of was unanimous. You're biased.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He checked
Just don't
every
like the
box.
Yankees.
He hit. He got home runs when he needed to. Now, not big numbers,
Didn't have
but
a whole lot,
when you
but-
needed a hit in the biggest moments, that was him.
Yep.
If you needed a play to be made, that was him.
Yeah.
To me, that's why I don't think they should be in. It's like T.O. Like Deion Sanders says, if you say their name, you got to think about it, they don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree with that. Yeah.
If you got to think about
Gotta
it.
think about it, no.
And T.O. is a jerk. I don't like him. I mean,
He was.
I don't like how he acted. But
He's a good player.
Hall of Famer, without
player.
question.
Absolutely.
Whether you like him or not, you got to give him his due.
I'm not a Lakers fan at all. I couldn't stand the Lakers, but you have to recognize Kobe's talent. I mean,
Yeah, but remember, he didn't get the playoff. He didn't get the MVP because the writers, they were judging him because of what
he
happened
only
in
had one
Colorado.
MVP, right? Only one.
Yeah, one. Well, he got the one because they gave it to Nash, which was a joke.
Steve Nash.
Which was a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a joke. But that's what I'm saying. To me, writers, I have zero respect for a lot of those guys. You're talking, no. The Hall of Fame is based on what you do on the field, period.
Nothing else to do.
It doesn't matter how you feel about them personally.
No.
What did they do on the field of play? That's your job. And they hold a person. I don't like that. It needs to be taken away from them. Or either do a combination of writers and players because, I know there's guys I played against, I'm like at the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, there's people, I'm like, him? What? Yeah, no. No.
Sure.
No. But it's about, see, it's so much hype and names.
Explain to me how Eddie Sutton is not.
That was my point.
I mean, how did that take?
That was my point.
Yeah,
they waited. Now he was when they could have gave it to him the year before when he still was alive to, because the look on his face when he found out that he did not make it, that the year before he died, this last year he was really not sane but lucid.
Yeah.
And the look on his face, the look of disappointment, and they waited until he died.
Well, fan or not, how is Eschbeck not in the Broadcast Hall of Fame? I mean,
he's in Oklahoma.
Well, isn't he? He's not in the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's in sports. He's in the sports broadcasting.
Okay, all right.
But not in the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. But broadcasting, he is.
Okay,
he made it.
Yeah,
and Al is.
He's a pioneer, man.
Yeah, Al is.
He's crazy, but he's a pioneer.
I went from one of the greatest players he's ever seen to a bust. What a bum! I still give Al crap about that today. When he thought I was going to owe you greatest player he ever seen. When I went to OSU, he's a bum. They got a worse pick. I'm like, Al, how did I drop so fast? But anyway, back to what we were talking about. We digress. My thing is this: Steph Curry is not better. I'm not picking him one. I can't put Steph. I don't know who I'm gonna put Steph Curry in front of in the top 10 of all time. Who am I taking out?
I wouldn't.
I'm definitely not putting him in the Mount Rushmore. I'm not taking out Magic. I'm not taking out Michael. I'm not taking out Wilt. I'm not taking out Kareem. I'm not taking out Kobe. I'm not taking out LeBron. That's 6 right there.
Well, where does Durant fit in there? I mean,
Durant.
I think personally, all around, he's a better player than Curry. I mean,
I'm gonna take Durant. Durant's like 8 or 9 after Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, that era.
Yeah.
Like my top 5 is Magic at the point, Michael at the 2, LeBron, Dr. J, or Larry Bird at the 3. I'll take either one of those. At the 5 is Kareem without question to me, and then the 4 would be Tim Duncan. But once Kevin Durant retires, I'm taking KD as my 4.
What about Malone?
Karl Malone?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right.
No. Because when he had a chance to do it without Stockton giving him the ball with the Lakers, he was a no-show.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
He was a no-show.
Yeah, that was...
He was a no-show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that was a really good team, though. The Pistons team was a really good team.
Yeah, they were. But anyway, so the Lakers... So, anyway, back to Steph. Greatest shooter I've ever seen. But I would have liked to seen Pistol Pete Maravich, where they can't touch him.
Man.
Jerry West, where they can't touch him, where they could just shoot. I would have liked to see them in today's game. And most people don't realize they moved the three-point line in an inch and a half closer than it was when they played. Even when I played, it's closer.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's closer. So I'm like, whenever Steph, it don't really damn matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Half court is his range.
He doesn't matter for him. But the three-point line is closer.
Well, the issue that I have with it, Matt, is in today's game is everybody that looks at Steph Curry and thinks, I can do that. And they just let him
And they try, yeah.
Lou Dort is a perfect example.
Oh.
That dude does not need to be shooting that many threes. I don't care if he hits them or not.
He doesn't.
2 max.
33%.
Yeah, 2 max.
33%.
Yeah, he's
But like I said, that's part of what, and we're going to get into the Thunder, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But in NBA games tonight, we've got some good, what do we have? 2 games tonight, don't we?
We've got Suns Nuggets. And
Game 2.
Yep.
Which I thought where everybody takes so much. Okay, first of all, we have 76ers and Celtics. And Embiid's not going. He's going to miss game 1 and 2 supposedly. The Celtics beat him up with Embiid anyway. So I think that's a horrible matchup for the Sixers. I think they're done. Suns and Nuggets. I thought it was game 1. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, y'all. I mean,
Nuggets got a good team though, man.
But okay. Murray was out of his damn mind.
Murray, yeah.
He was out of his mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin Durant he's just 10 for 19 he's just the most efficient shooter I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's unbelievable. And then Devin Booker didn't hardly do anything. So I think that game 1 is so funny is, I don't know if you noticed it in the game, they had panned over to Durant and Ayton. They were there laughing. And somebody goes, can you believe they're laughing? I got to be laughing. This game 1. Woo, y'all got hot. You were at home.
Well, you remember.
You beat us. Okay.
What was that, 2012 or 2011? I don't remember which year it was, but it was when the Thunder and the Spurs played in the Western Conference Finals. The first game, I think the Spurs won by like 40 points.
40 points, yes. Yeah. We came back and beat them because of James Harden.
That's right.
James Harden played out of his mind, which a lot of people forget. So, anyway, The Celtics, I think the Celtics are going to beat all up on the Sixers. The Suns and the Nuggets, whatever. And then Jimmy Buckets gave them all kinds of problems yesterday.
That guy's good.
But to me, Tom Thibodeau got outcoached by Spoelstra because if Jimmy Butler's hurt, as soon as whoever Jimmy's with, you attack him immediately. He's hurt. He can't move. And he just sat in the corner and he didn't do anything. I mean, yeah, once again,
though, man, all these people getting hurt. I mean, it's taking away some of the greatness of the playoffs.
Well, but to me, it also coaching matters.
Oh, absolutely, it does.
Coaching matters, and I tell people all day long, when you don't have the coaches on, coaching matters, and I just don't understand it at all. That's the thing with the Thunder, which we're getting ready to get into now. Hey, if you got any questions, you can text us at 405-551-8300. That's 405-551-8300. And, of course, we are at YNB Main Bank location at 401 Elm. Today is where we are located at. And see, I've got this little thing, my little buttons that I'm going to be pushing. I got to take that into my guys so they can fix that. So I hate all this scanning when I can just push a button at YNB. All my logos are right there. I can push it. But we're at YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, and they are a member of the FDIC. Also a sponsor for us to do minority women and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area, giving them some recognition and some love. And by the way, several of the people we've gone to have gotten a bunch of people who've gone, especially George's Happy Hog, have truly benefited in Cat's Tavern. We've gone to them, The Boot. We've gone over there and did some live streams there as well. So it's not just the two locations, George's Happy Hog and Cutting Up Barbershop. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go in and see them at the many locations. We're at the YNB Main Bank, downtown Yukon, here at 401 Elm. Or you can go to YNB East, which is Yukon Parkway and 66. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road in Mustang, Oklahoma. YNB Parkway, which is I-40 at Garth Brooks Boulevard, just south of I-40. You can't miss it. It's right there. Trust me, when you turn left, it's right there. You can't miss it, right in front of Integris Hospital. And then YNB Peoples, which is on 23rd between MacArthur and Rockwell. So go by and see any of those places. They are fantastic. And then also we want to thank Collaborative Logic. I need to go in and see them and Drew and I also are going to go in and see them. And they're just fantastic. I love how so the other day we were going to go on Friday. Right now I got all my stuff going. I'm like, I can't get on, don't know what's happening. Everything's messed up. So the thing I love about Collaborative Logic, they can remote in.
Oh,
so they don't even have to be here.
Nice.
And that's a lot of my friends they got businesses have. They can remote in, check all your internet. They don't have to be there. Do it remotely. And so anyway, they look there and go, your USB-C ports, USB-C cables are screwed up. I'm set up, did an hour and a half worth of work. Oh, I'm like, Are you kidding me right now? So I was so pissed, and I didn't have time to go get a cable, so you can see that I got my cables. You can go to SRB. That's if you have any engineering needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, my guy Mark Long over there. Oak Grove Trucking, Jose Fierro, if you have any rocks or dirt to be moved, he is the dude for that. Greg and Max Nafee at NAFCO supporting me as they always do. Now, in Thunder News, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the Thunder roster right now. And this is who that I look at, okay? And then I'm going to get your opinion on
me and your
the draft.
opinion's going to differ a little bit.
Well, no,
okay.
we're going to see.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll see. Anyway, the guards are clearly right now, or SGA, Isaiah Joe. Well, I'm going to give you my top 8.
Okay.
My top 8 are SGA, Josh, Dort, J. Will, J. Dub, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, and Chet.
As much as that pains you to say.
No, yes, but Chet. Those are your 8. Okay, agree?
Man, I know you don't like him, but Kenrich Williams.
No, I'm saying your top 8. Who are you going to take in front of him? I can't take Wiggins because he can't go. Kendrick Wiggins can't guard the wing. He can guard inside, which is where they had him.
Right.
Playing 4, but he can't guard the wing. He can't guard perimeter defense. He's not a perimeter defender. Other than that, but you're going to like me. I gave him a grade, so we're going to go over that in a minute. Anyway, then I've got Kendrick Williams at 9.
Okay.
And I've got Jeremiah Robinson Earl at 10. Then I've got Sarge at 11.
I like Sarge, yeah.
And then after that, you got your 2. You got Trey Mann at 12.
I'm down.
Me too. After last year, I agree. And then you got your 2 picks coming in, or at least one, your first round pick.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You got Jang. You gotta have Jang on there because he's
But he's 2 years away.
they're gonna give him some run.
He's 2 years away. He's not ready. He ain't even close to being ready.
I don't think they're gonna retain Sarge.
I don't either.
Just my opinion, but you got to give Trey Mann a run because you picked him 18th. I think he'll be gone though. I mean,
I think after that, last year he by him doing acting the way he was acting, shooting and doing all that, I think he hurt himself.
Yeah,
with the team was concerned.
And,
That's just me.
And Poku,
You got to add him in there.
If they extend him for $20 million, it's gonna make me sick. I mean, that's wasted money to me, but that's just my opinion.
Well, okay. Well, then this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go ahead since we're on that. We're gonna do our Thunder grades. Here are my grades. Okay, I did their names, I did their field goal percentage, I did their 3-point shooting percentage, and then I gave their grades. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, look through there. And what do you like? Do you like or disagree or agree?
You gave him a B. Wow, that's a.
Well, we're going by SGA first.
Okay, No, I think SGA. I mean, I don't even think you could say anything negative about him. To be honest with you.
The only thing I said about SGA, what I did is I gave him grades and said this is what you need to improve on. His 3-point shooting.
Yeah, but the fact I think he knows what he's good at and he knows what he's not good at, and I think he makes great decisions. So the fact that he doesn't take a whole lot of threes, I like that about him. In today's NBA, obviously you got to have shooters, but I mean, I like the fact that he doesn't take a whole lot of threes.
Right. No, I do, but I'm saying if you can improve on anything, I think what I was saying is that once he started making threes, then he's going to be 10 times more dangerous.
Oh yeah, he'll be
because
unstoppable.
then what are you going to do with it?
Yeah,
you can't back off of him and you can't really now because he still will shoot it.
Yeah.
And you can see it. 34%.
That's not horrible.
Not horrible, but he doesn't shoot him because he knows he's not good at it.
Right.
Josh Giddey, 48. 32, of course, that's up from where it was his 3-point shooting last year.
Wasn't it, or something?
Yeah. I gave him an A.
I don't think that's – I mean, his percentage surprised me when I looked at it because when you watch him, it's kind of like, okay.
Yes.
I think he just needs to just get stronger.
Well, you got to remember, though, he's got the shooting coach, so he has improved.
Chip England
and it takes –
yeah.
I tell everybody out there, when you change your shot, it takes you about a year at least to get better and get more comfortable and shoot the ball better. But to me, Josh, I gave him an A, not an A+, because he still's not closing out at the end of the games. Now, I didn't know he could get mad until –
Oh, man, that was great. Wasn't that great?
Yeah, because I looked up SGA, turned around and looked at him and starts laughing and go, yo, bro.
Yeah,
chill.
That was great, though.
I mean,
the
look on SGA face and Jay Will, they were like, what, Josh?
Yeah.
Whoa, SGA laughed like, oh, chill, bro.
Yeah. But that was great.
Yeah,
that was great. I loved it.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it.
That was priceless. But anyway, Josh has to learn how to finish when SGA is not on the floor. He needs to be the alpha. And right now, I think he's battling between him and J-Dub.
He's got to work he's got to finish through contact. I mean,
yes.
That's the biggest thing. Get stronger.
Well, he is, but he's only 20. What, 21
defense
now?
is 2021.
21, he's not good defense.
His defense is, I don't know.
Suspect.
You can't teach that, though, man.
No, you got.
I mean, that's effort.
You got to want to have it.
Yeah.
Then, of course, I gave Lou Dort a B, 38 and 33. He shoots too much. He gives away too many possessions because of the simple fact that he goes to the basket and is like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
I said he's just like a bull in a cheese, like Westbrook. He's just like, I'm going full speed 100%. And then defensively, dude, he made some bonehead plays. He cost us a game in Utah.
Yeah.
What are you doing up on him while he's shooting the 3 on Marketing? Why are you up on him? He's either going to make it or he's not. Just get your hand up. Either he makes it or he doesn't.
I don't know. I love Lou Dort's story.
Effort. I love his effort.
You can't keep him around. That's just my opinion.
We just gave him an extension.
Well, I know you're gonna trade him.
That's my thing is you got to keep Lou Dort because unless you replace him defensively, you got to have somebody who's defensive. You just got to stop him from shooting.
I think a combination of guys could replace him defensively.
Who do we have now?
Well, I mean, I think J-Dub's going to turn into a pretty good defender. I mean, Aaron Wiggins, and why the heck is he not getting minutes? Can you explain that to me?
Okay. At the beginning of the year, I made this point. We had won 6 out of 9 games with him starting. Mm-hmm. And then he didn't see the floor no more. I was like, what's going on? Then after that, just my understanding, is that SGA then went to the staff, the owners and said, hey, we're not trying to tank. Because they saw, we're winning and you're not playing. What's going on? So I think the Thunder then made the concerted effort to, okay, let's lose because we need one more bite at the apple,
Yep.
which is why I told you I don't think Chad is the answer. And I think they think, listen, I believe they think that because if not, why are you having your team lose games? Because now listen, we were number one in the NBA in third quarters.
Yep.
And we were 20. Well, here it is. I'll pull
Point
up the
differential
stats.
in the third quarter, right?
We were number one as far as scoring. And outscoring our opponents. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then look at that in fourth quarter.
Oh, that's awful.
So what that tells me, in the fourth quarter, you make a concerted effort not to start the right lineup in the fourth quarter.
Right. Yeah.
To put yourself team in a hole. Then in the last 6 minutes, you play SGA, Dort, Josh, Wiggins, J-Dub, and Isaiah Joe. That's who you play.
Yeah. Why was she doing that the whole time? Yeah.
So
Wiggins was baffling.
So to me, they did it on purpose to lose. Because this is one thing. At the end of the year, I was like, dude, you're so transparent. When you want to win, like after you lost to Charlotte, the next game against Detroit.
You lose to that team.
Because the lineups you had.
I know. Lineups were horrible. They were horrible.
He thought the whole thing is, J-Dub, you still got to make your free throws. And Josh Giddey, we went 2 for 4 down the stretch.
Yeah, but you saw the improvement in free throw percentage from both of them this year.
No. But you still got to make it down the stretch.
Yeah.
And then, second of all, why isn't Jay Will in the game? You have Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Yeah.
Why is Jay Will not in the game? He's too short, and they're just killing us on what. And plus, he takes charges. And at the end of the game, when they went flying down and got an and one, I promise you, Jay Will's in the game. That's a charge.
Yeah.
We get the ball.
Absolutely, yeah.
But instead, it's a 3-point play. So, anyway, that was my point to what you were talking about right there. I'm like, yeah, no, bro, that's just a bunch of crap right there. So, anyway, at Thunder grades, as soon as I can find it, I don't even know what I did with it.
I know we're going to talk this later, but we'll talk it later. Never mind.
We're going to get there. Right now, we're trying to get the Thunder grades so you can finish off 3 points. Okay, J-Dub. 52, 35, A+.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, how does Walker Kessler get?
How do you not get that guy?
Walker Kessler, the guy for Utah, gave Banchero a third-place vote and gave Kessler a first-place vote.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
You can't give Banchero first. He clearly was the rookie of the year. That's not even.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That wasn't up for discussion. No. But anyway, I thought that was funny. But J-Dub, what do you think? To me, what I got J-Dub needs to work on is his ball handling, because at the end of games he's trying to take people one-on-one into the end of quarters, which was his weakness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, isolation.
Yep, can do it. So that's my problem with him. But 35 and 50.
Dude, he's going to be
a monster.
He's going to be a monster.
He's going to be a monster.
He's going to be great.
Yep.
That was a hell of a draft pick.
Jay Will, same thing. He lost his confidence at the end.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's because he didn't want to shoot because he's afraid he's going to come out. And they were playing Sarge too much, but I don't think they were really trying to win. I think they were trying to get that draft pick, is what I think.
Well, I think it was controlled, maybe trying to make the play-in but not winning the play-in. I mean, yeah.
He said, we don't care about the play-in. He said that.
Okay. All right.
Coach said that.
Yeah.
Now, he got in all kinds of trouble for saying it because all that did was just give me the plus sign on everything I said all year long about what they were trying to do.
Right. Development.
And that's fine, okay? And my deal with that is development. Then why the hell aren't you playing Jay Wilmore?
Nah,
if you're about development, then because Chet's coming next year.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to give Jay Will as much time as possible on the court to develop so when you get Chet, that's your 1-2 punch for next year inside?
Inside, yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to develop, so clearly you're not trying to develop. What you're trying to do is get one more bite at the apple, which is what you wanted.
Which is not necessarily a
but why?
Thing. I mean,
to me, why don't you go ahead and you get the team, you get into the playoffs, you get them a bunch of experience. Chet comes back next year. Then you've got a team that Chet, they can carry Chet till he gets a feel for the playoffs. You've got the 2 home games automatically in the playoffs. You know what you're going to get. Fans will be crazy. Why wouldn't you do that? Instead, you choosing to get one bite at the apple, and you may only get the 12th pick.
But you could.
Now you have a 1 point.
But you could.
You have a 1 point whatever chance. Okay, if you give Wembanyama, then what you going to do?
Oh, man.
You can't have him in Chet. You can't.
No, you can do 4 or 5.
You cannot. No, dude, you can't do that.
Why couldn't you?
No, you're high. It's too physical. You can't have 2 skinny dudes who can't defend.
A lot of rim protection.
They're out there on the wing.
Have
you seen the NBA players? Have you seen that doesn't matter?
I suppose. I just.
You can't. You'd have to have Wembanyama or Chet.
Hey, it's kind of an embarrassment of riches. I mean.
No, to me, Chet, you history.
You can still trade him for a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Your history.
But you can still get a lot in return.
Maybe.
So, I mean.
I just think the teams aren't as sold. To me, like I tell everybody, like I've said my point a million times, when you have a guy and you have the number one pick and you have a guy who plays with a guy in high school and he played with him in college and you have the number one overall pick and you don't take him because that guy who played with him said he is not the guy that's going to take us to the next level. That's what happened.
Yeah, I can.
Suggs played with him, high school and college. Number one, he plays your point guard on your team.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, he said no. He said no. And the Thunder were going to take Chet no matter what.
Oh, yeah, they would have took him one.
Which is, you're not trying to win if you're taking Chet over Banchero, you truly ain't trying to win. Chet is not the answer, and I'm telling you, just like this, for example, SJ is going to average 30.
Yeah.
Josh and J-Dub are going to be in the 19 to 20-ish range, those two, one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to have Dort in there about 12 to 14,
God,
which
not.
is he's going to because his coaching staff is not going to put him in his place. Then you got Chet coming in there, 12 to 14. Then you've got Wiggins, J. Will, Joe, all them at 9, 8, 9, 10-ish a game.
Sure.
Okay? Then you got whoever your new rookie is coming in, 8, 10, 12
Taylor
a game.
Hendricks.
We hope.
Yeah, we hope. I love that guy.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
But so anyway, you're right there. So, I mean,
I don't know, man. I want to see it first. I just want to see it first. I mean, he could be a bust, but hey, he could be great.
No. I'm not saying he's a bust. I've never said that. All I said is he's not the difference maker that people say, and this is why I say that they wanted one more bite at the apple. If I've got a guy who's already a difference maker, I'm like, okay, look, let's take our young team, let's get him some exposure, let's get him in the playoffs, let's give these Oklahoma City fans who stuck with us
Yeah.
some reason to get excited and be bouncing around because everybody talks about Sacramento's crowd. Have you seen Oklahoma City's crowd? When it's 18,000, when it's jam-packed in there, the loudest arena in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
We have some crazy fans.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
I'm getting chill bumps thinking about the playoff. Man, it would get
play-in
loud and it was rowdy.
That play-in game, it brought back so many.
Oh, dude,
good
it would have been
feelings.
insane if we'd have been home.
It was great.
But you had a chance.
You had a chance.
But you chose what? Not to play the players.
the right
you needed
guys.
That's exactly right because you weren't trying to win. They weren't. But
Yeah,
I will say this right now: if SGA has not gotten hurt in Portland game, we win easily.
You win a couple more
Indiana.
games. Yeah.
You beat Charlotte.
Yep.
You beat Detroit. So you win those two games that out of those ones that you lost, you would have won those.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Oh,
And
no,
I believe that.
I agree.
If he hadn't got hurt.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even though you take like in the Clippers game, you didn't take SGA. SGA finished every quarter. First quarter, he plays the whole first quarter. Second quarter, he sits till about 7th or 8th minute, whatever the coach decides for whatever reason to hold him out. Plays the whole second quarter. Third quarter, plays the whole third quarter. In the Clippers game, at the second time, remember in the first game.
Yeah.
In the second game, it was 76-78 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. He pulls SGA out. They go on a 12-4 run to end the quarter in the quarter. Okay? So what ended up happening is now all of a sudden 10-4 run. So what happened is now they've got momentum. So going into the fourth quarter, SJ is not starting. You playing the other group. You already back, and they went on that 31-10 run. The game's over.
Yeah,
I was
PG
like,
didn't even play that game, right? If I remember right. Wasn't PG hurt for that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the game he got hurt.
Was that the game he got hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're right. He didn't play that game.
I think he got
said
hurt
that
in the game before,
Game
right?
before.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, why are you taking SJ out? And he put him out for 40 seconds. They went on to score, went 6-0 run. He puts him out of the game. Why'd you take him out anyway? He plays the whole third quarter. What are you doing? Oh, you're not trying to win. Because if you win that game, all of a sudden you're 2-1 going against the 2-0 on your road trip. Then you got the Lakers on Friday on back-to-back. And then you've got Portland on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you end up losing Lakers, and so you lost those two games back-to-back that Thursday and Friday. You can sit SGA that Saturday easily. That Friday, go, okay, we got these first two, we good.
Yeah, I didn't agree with the lineups either.
No.
I've been, as a season whole though, like I've been very impressed.
Yes. Okay, so anyway, let's go down. So Jay Will, I gave a B.
Yeah, to me, and again, this is wishful thinking, but I think maybe Al Horford kind of guy on the top side, maybe.
Yep.
I mean, that's just and Joe, man. Oh goodness.
Gave him a B because once they took him off his spot, he was trying to go to the basket, and he trying to pull up and do mid-range and not being able to finish at the rim really hurt him. To me, that's why I gave him a B.
He did drop off towards the end of the season.
And then Wiggins, I just got mad at him because he couldn't finish at the rim.
He was tailing off a little bit too. But man, that guy does so many good things.
Oh my God! Defensively, he's unbelievable. Wing defender.
Just makes the right play. Mm-hmm. I mean, that guy is.
But not knowing whether he's going to play or not, I think it screws him up.
Which, I mean, is crap.
Yep, I agree. Then you got Sarge. I gave him a B. He did okay.
Better than I thought he would do.
I agree. I thought he was pretty good. Poku, I gave a B. And Robinson, I gave a B because these are their stats before they got hurt. And before Poku got hurt,
he was shooting well.
He was playing well.
But the problem was, did you see the plus minus of the team when he was playing, though?
Yeah.
I mean, it was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they started off in so many 15-point holes.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It was just a weird stat, I thought.
Well, this is how I look at teams. I said, I don't go by none of the plus minus. I don't look at that. What I look at is when you're on the court, are you been able to, can you hold your own on the wing? Or are you getting us in trouble because you can't hold your man out there? Then we've got to cover you, and then we get out of position.
Right, and then the rotation.
So that's what I go by. And I will say the end, the plus minus is fine, but Poku was playing well enough to win games for us, so I was pretty pleased with him overall. Robinson and Earl, same thing. When they both came back from injury, they shouldn't have been on the court at all.
Neither one shot, man. Yeah.
Trey Mann, I gave him a C. I
think that's generous.
Yeah.
I mean, he played awful this year.
He played awful.
I mean, he regressed so much.
But a lot of it had to do with after that game, he shot 24 times in the Clippers game.
Yeah.
That was the first one in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
They stopped playing. I think they played him and Wiggins. I think them with their playing time up and down and then playing Lindy Waters in front of them, I think it messed them up. Kendrick Williams, I gave a B because I thought, even though I'm not a fan, he played really well this year. He made some good plays, so I gave Kendrick Williams a B because of the way he played
Needs to work on his
prior to getting hurt.
Free throws, man.
Yeah, but he also killed us in the Miami game. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you trying to shoot the ball? Give the ball up, go there and rebound.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
He was.
So I had a problem with that. Lindy Waters, I gave a C because I was being nice.
I was so disappointed in his shooting this year.
Dude, he shoots 50% in G League.
In G League, yeah.
And what I said is, the difference is that's G League, no pressure.
Well, Andre Robertson's a G League All-Star.
Yep.
I mean, go figure there. You think 50% G League, at least 40% in the NBA.
You would think. Man, he missed so many shots when it counted.
Yeah.
Now, he did make a few here and there, but when it counted, we needed him. But my deal is this, and this is the thing I've always said. If you put Lindy Waters on the floor, that means you'd rather have him on the floor than SGA, Josh, Dort, J-Dub, Isaiah Joe, and Wiggins. I mean, that's what that says. And then remember one game, he pulls Josh out and leaves him on the court for the last 5 minutes of the quarter. I'm like, and Josh is over there just like with a towel around his neck leaning back like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'd rather have him out there than Dort. I know what you're going to say.
No, I would never rather have him out there. He can't defend. How the hell would I want him out there? He can't defend. I'm not a fan of Lou Dort shooting, but look at what their shooting percentage is.
It's close.
And at least one can defend.
Well, see, the problem is Lou takes so many possessions away from him.
I understand, but defending, he can at least give me something back.
You're right.
What is Lindy Waters going to give you back?
Nothing.
So, yeah, no. And then Jang, I'm not giving him a grade because
I just like to see a little bit more. I was disappointed when he broke his wrist when we had those injuries that came out. That was November-ish, I think.
Yeah,
I wish he'd have got a little more run around that.
Like I said, next year I'm going to give him his grades. I'm not going to give him a grade until this year. Here are the draft picks for the NBA. Clearly, that's why I have him. Because to me, it's him and maybe Scotty Henderson.
Yeah.
But really, it's him And I probably should have put a gap between Scotty Henderson and Melo and everybody else. But to me, it's Wembanyama and everybody else.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't disagree with any of that.
But who do you think is going to? What do you think our needs are?
I think
besides a shooter, clearly
you can never have too much shooting.
Well, we don't have any, so we need some. We need one.
Right. Well,
Isaiah Joe.
We
have Isaiah Joe.
Wiggins is a good shooter. He's not a great shooter, but he's a good shooter. He's not
going to shoot enough. I'm talking about somebody who's going to shoot. Isaiah Joe.
Yeah.
And they ran him off. They ran him off his spot.
A good shooter. I mean,
yes.
40% from three. That's really good. That's great.
Well, he was 35
for a big guy.
He was 35
from three. Jay Will.
Yes.
He was 40. I promise you. I promise you, 40%. J Dub was 35.6. But Jay Will was 40 plus.
Oops. Jay Will, 35.6.
I promise you he was higher than that.
49, 48%. No, these are stats from the thing, from the Thunder.
I'm telling you, man.
At the end, he faded. I'm telling you, he was shooting at 40%, and at the end, he faded.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. Because I wanted to be 40-something.
He was 40 even, I promise.
I wanted to be him. I wanted that so bad, you don't even know. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, he's 40 even, I promise you.
Okay.
Let's see. 3-point percentage. Oh, heck, hold on just a second. 3-point percentage, Jay Will. Yeah, right there, 40.7.
That's what I thought he should have been.
40.7 right there.
I thought he should have been. But I like Jay Will.
Oh, yeah, I like Jay Will. I think he's
a lot.
Needs,
but okay, but this.
we need a big guy.
Let's talk about this. We got to have just three things we need: shooter, we need a wing defender, and we need inside presence. So you saying Chuck that your boy is your big boy is that?
I say he's off ball.
Chad is your rim protector. Is what you're saying?
Off ball, yes.
Okay, it's your rim protector. That's what you're saying. Rim protector.
Yes.
But anyway, this year we have 1 pick. Next year we have 4, which
we aren't going to use all those.
No. My deal is this. You have 2 more years for SGA.
Well, no, he signed up through.
This is second. This is
his first year.
He's got 4. Remember, we have 2 more years. The last year.
Is it a team option or a player option?
This is his option. Players don't give you. They don't give. It's never the team option on an extension.
Okay.
It's the player option.
So you got 3 more years.
You got 2 more years.
Well.
2 more years, and then after that, it's his decision.
No, it's 5 years. He's got a 4-year and
he's got 2 more years. It's a 4-year with 3-year with 4 years. It's 3
I thought it was a 4-year with
a 4-year with.
It's a 5-year with a 5th-year option.
It's a 3-year. I thought it was 4 years with 3 years.
No, it's a 5. It was a 5-year extension with a.
Okay, so you got him 3 more years.
3 more years.
So next year is going to be what? We get Chet. We're going to get to see what we got, right?
Yeah.
You see where he's going to be, and whomever this pick is. Then the next year.
You got to sign.
You got to
sign Giddey. You got to sign.
Which we have plenty of room, so we got so much money.
Yeah, but then it's going to start. You start paying people like Lou Dort $20 million.
Well, Lou Dort's already been paid, so he won't get paid till that time anyway. And the question is, you don't want him around anyway.
No, I don't.
So, but anyway, he's only making
18,
12, 15, whatever it is, something, whatever it is.
Almost 19.
Not a lot. We're still.
Man, that's.
We still have. We got
so
much.
That's an Andrew Wiggins.
Listen, we got so much room.
Yeah.
So much room. I don't care. We're getting paid Josh. Then the next year you got to pay who? J-Dub.
J-Dub, and you're going to have to pay J. Will. You're going to have to pay, hopefully, Jang. I mean, hopefully you have to pay him.
And you got to pay Chet.
Yeah.
And we have more than enough room. But so the question to me is, you got next year, this draft is important because if you draft another Jang,
yeah, you can't.
Or if you draft another Poku, or if you draft another European player
that
can't really help them, that's going to say SGA is going like, I'm out of here when I get a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
You
got to draft a more ready
You ain't trying to win.
You got to draft a J-Dub.
Yeah, you got to draft J-Dub and J. Wills. That's what you got to do from now on.
Right.
Then the following year, you got 4 picks.
Yeah, you ain't going to do that.
Which will be your 4th year together with Josh, with SGA, and Dort, and it'll be your 3rd year with J-Dub.
Yeah.
So they should be rolling.
Yeah, they should
by
be.
Then.
They should be home court.
You should be rolling by then.
You should be top 4 by then.
Yeah, top 4, top 5. You should be rolling by then, okay? Then you get these picks. So then the question is, do you go get your veteran who can help you?
I think you do a Donovan Mitchell trade.
What I'm saying, do you go get your veteran? Well, not Donovan Mitchell because we got SGA and we have Josh. We have
like
J-Dub.
that is what I mean.
But you go get your forward.
Yeah. Yeah, you go get your Jaylen Brown,
somebody
Jason
like that.
Tatum.
Yeah, you go get somebody like that because you got to.
Yeah.
You need another big guy. You go get your big guy, J-Dub.
Go get
J. Will is not doing what he needs to do.
Hopefully Denver fails in the playoffs. You go get Jokic. That ain't gonna happen. But
I don't want Jokic.
you don't want Jokic. No. You want Embiid?
I don't want him either.
Oh man, you got who?
My deal is this: SGA is our guy.
Yeah.
And I think anything other than somebody who's not going to help.
So if you had to pick right now, who would it be? Who would be your trade that you would make for somebody like him? Siakam, not good enough.
Well, my deal is I'd have to think about it because I want somebody who would complement Josh and J Dub and SGA.
Jaylen Brown, man.
Yeah, but Jaylen Brown is too.
He's not going to get traded.
He would
take the ball out of the hands.
Yeah.
Too much. Think.
Then
my question is, do you think if they develop, do you need anybody? I mean, or you just hope on development and then just trade for future picks? I don't know. I mean, you don't want to disrupt chemistry by any means, but you're right. You probably have to get somebody. But is it on the top tier level or is it on the second tier level?
I'm thinking that, man, you put me in an awkward situation right there. Let me think. If you're talking about a veteran, if I could pick one right now, is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, in 2 years, if you could pick because my theory is between the lottery night of 2024, is it 2024 when they have? Yeah, the lottery night of 2024 and the draft night of 2024. By the end of the draft night, they're going to make a trade.
Yes.
Because they're not going to use it. And honestly, the Utah pick might not even convey.
Right.
Because it's top 10 protected. So, and I just hope to God that Houston pick conveys because, man, they can't suck like this forever, can they?
No, they won't.
It's tough. I mean, you just, honestly, you kind of just hope for somebody to get unhappy somewhere.
There he is. What's up, man? What's up, Drew?
What's happening?
Hey, man, we're sitting there going over Thunder draft picks and all that. Trying to get all
Happy
that
Monday.
Happy Monday, bro. How was roofing today?
It was all right. Just out running and gunning.
How many roofs were you on today?
Just walked in to catch the last out of the Braves, showing the Mets exactly who they thought they were. Again.
Nobody cares about baseball. But
Nobody cares about
Nobody cares about baseball. But
chop, chop.
They really don't. Well, since you're here, let's go ahead and get your picks in. You got the Padres money line minus 217.
Yeah, Padres at home tonight. That's they're just a different team when they play out in San Diego in that breeze. Then, plus the Reds are terrible. So that line's kind of where it should be.
Yeah, Yankees. You got them money line minus 138.
Yeah, Yankees coming off a road trip, getting back home, playing the Guardians, a little interdivisional rivalry. Monday, get the week started off right for the Yankees. It's kind of a low number. Kind of worries me, but I still like the Yanks in that game.
Braves clearly a winner in game one.
Chop, chop.
He gets on my nerves with that, Nate. He really does. Okay, then tonight you got the Suns. You're taking the Suns +4.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? Durant's 13-1 since they're back with the Suns, or 13-2 or something, just off the wall crazy.
Dude, I was telling Nathan at the end of the game that he and Aiton were on the bench laughing. They were getting beat 20, and I was just laughing because you could tell they were like, "Oh, it's game one. Okay, y'all got this. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares? Y'all played above your heads."
Until it bucks you off, I think that game one's going to be a good one for them to win. We'll see. Denver really hasn't been tested yet in the playoffs. Obviously, I mean, yeah, they gave up one game to.
That's what I'm saying to Denver. That's what I'm saying. They gave up a game. They were over there laughing because it's like, dude, y'all played. Trent Murray played. You played out of your mind. Okay, y'all go ahead. Let's see if you can continue to do that. That was almost your attitude.
I think that they're going to see a little bit different atmosphere and a little bit different competitive level with the Suns.
I agree.
So I think that the Suns catch Denver at a good time and get game one.
Now you're taking the Lakers, which means +5. You think the Golden State is going to win anyway, but you're taking the Lakers and the points.
Yeah, I like the Lakers and the point. Again, Lakers coming off what they'll be sitting on a 4-day rest, which is an optimal situation for them with the age of their roster. So, coming into that game against the Warriors coming off a tough 7-game series, and then have to flip back around and play the Lakers coming in well rested. I think that the chances for LA to get one in Golden State is going to ride the best in game one.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, the greatest player ever over Magic Johnson. I want to send a deal to Colin Cowherd. Shut up. No, you tripping. Yeah. I'm not taking Steph Curry over Magic Johnson.
Sacramento played Sacramento plays no defense, and Curry pretty much said that in his post game interview. He's like, this is going to be a completely different series and lineup, and yeah, we know because you're not just going to be able to do whatever you want.
But Drew,
he
took 38 shots. You had 50 points on 38 shots.
Yeah.
50 points on 38 shots.
They needed all of them.
Yeah, that's Westbrook line. As Nate said, that's a Westbrook line.
What's going on, Nathan? How are you today, buddy?
I'm good, Drew. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing all right. I'm just running crazy all day long.
I know how that.
Hey, we're talking about the NFL, the NBA draft on who the Thunder should take and all that stuff. Who do you like?
Man, I really hadn't had a chance to sit down and think about it a whole lot, but as just you and I talking, I think they need a big and they need a shooter.
Yeah, we both like Taylor Hendricks. That's who we both like. Yep, that's who we like.
Yeah, I mean
6'9", 210.
Yeah, 40% from three. Hell of a defender.
I like him.
Yeah, I do like him. I mean, that's just as good a pick as any. I don't think the draft this year is near as deep as it was last year.
No.
I agree.
I would take Brandon.
Last year you had some impact players coming out last year that as we've seen with Banchero and a few
Shade
of the other
Sharp
guys,
and you can go on and on and on. Yeah. You had some guys. You had some. I
don't know that there's too many of those guys in this draft that are just going to come on the scene and make a splash. But I think you can definitely find some role players
with Grady Dick as a secondary option.
I like Grady Dick as a shooter. For a shooter, I wouldn't mind him as a shooter.
Yeah, if you could get Brady Dick, do you think he's gonna be a lottery?
I think he'll probably be top 10, in my opinion.
Maybe, well, what I'm saying is we're sitting at 12 right now at worst.
He might fall to that. Just kind of depends on who ends up in front of us.
Drew, remember we have 4 picks next year, so we can move up.
Yeah, you could move up. That's true.
We have 4 picks. You're not going. I think Nathan and I were talking about this year with SGA only having 3 years left before he has to bounce, or before he could bounce. You've got to make an impact over the next 2 years to let him know that you're going to draft players instead of these, Jangs and all of that nonsense. You got a chance to win. You got a good
and Thunder may look to package some of those picks and try to get a veteran in here too.
Well,
that wouldn't surprise me.
We were just talking about who would you take, and I was sitting there trying to think about it. I'm like, man, you need somebody who's going to fit in, who can score. But you know what? You had Green, you got rid of him. You had Sabonis, and you got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? You've got players you could have used that you got rid of for draft picks. Yeah. But you had no way of knowing that J-Dub is going to do what J-Dub did. Nobody saw that coming. There's no way in hell anybody saw that.
Sam Presti.
No, I agree.
Sam Presti didn't see that. There ain't no way, because Drew on draft night, Drew, and J-Dub were like, who in there?
Yeah,
who?
Same here.
Well, we not J-Dub. Remember we were sitting there like, who is this? Wait, what? You took who?
Yeah.
After Jang, you gave up 3 first-round picks, whatever, for that guy, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, but let's be honest. None of those draft picks would have been any good anyway, though.
Well, no, but I'm saying you gave up future draft picks for him, so you don't know what you would have had.
Well,
but the bottom line was you gave up draft picks for a project.
Oh, yeah. Well, you did
That's what I'm saying is you go get me a veteran. For 3 first-round draft picks, you can get somebody pretty good.
I just don't think it's time yet. Not yet.
This year it is. It's time now to make a difference after this year. I said this year, Drew, you and I talked about that. This year, you've got your 8 with the Chet and them. Then you've got your first-round pick plus Kendrick Williams. That's 10.
Yeah, that's
10.
That's who you roll with right there.
That's 10 right there. Then you still got Man. You still got these. Well, whatever. You still got these other guys you can play. But that's your 10 you roll with. You know what I'm saying, Drew? You roll with them.
Yeah, Jang's going to be in there a little bit, but
Jang look, he's got the potential, but he's skinny. You got to put on some weight. And European players, they're still trying to find that
toughness.
Luka. By the way, what is your take on Kyrie at the game?
I don't think there's any doubt he's going to be a Laker.
Yeah, but remember, if Dallas offers him the max, which is $272, he ain't going nowhere.
Why would you offer that?
Right. I wouldn't offer him that.
I wouldn't offer him $5, man. I don't want him on my team.
What do you think, Drew?
Well, I mean, they won a title together. I mean, I get that. I get what Nathan's saying, and that he's been kind of a cancer, or not kind of. He has been a cancer with a couple other teams, but for whatever reason, him and LeBron seem to click. And I think the main thing is if he can play with D'Angelo Russell and AD. I mean, that's
I
going to
don't
be.
think. I
You
think
move to
D'Angelo Russell's gone.
Russell's probably gone.
I think Russell's gone.
either that, or he moving to 6-man. But I don't know. And he acts like he wants to stay. But I guess if the surefire way to find out if you're going to stay or not is to
be moved to the bench.
See if you can come off the bench.
Hey, who would want Kyrie when you got Austin Reeves?
What's that?
I said, who would want Kyrie when you got Austin Reeves?
Yeah, well, I mean, I bet again, if they do get
Drew,
Kyrie,
you're a Laker fan. Bust him up on Austin. Bust him up. Don't let him get away with that.
Hey, Austin Reeves is legit. I mean, what's he averaging? 18 points a game. Let
me turn you off now, so I can give some perspective to this conversation. Stop it. Austin Reeves can't fucking play. Okay, y'all got me cursing on my stuff. He can't play. Stop
Austin
it.
Reeves is averaging
Stop
almost 20
it.
points.
Stop it. He can't guard. He can't defend. He can't play. Stop it.
And Lakers are just different when he plays well. When Austin Reeves plays well, the Lakers are different.
Stop it. We're getting ready to see right now. Stop it. Come on. Austin Reeves is an average to below average player. Is what he is. He's a below average player when he plays good, he's an average player. And you know it, and so do I. And the only reason why he's even on the court is because the Lakers were a dumpster fire.
Well,
am I wrong?
We'll see. I don't agree with that. I mean, I think he was on the floor with what he did last year.
That's what I said, because they were a dumpster fire. Because they were a dumpster fire. Last year, they were a dumpster fire.
Now he's starting, though. They're not a dumpster fire now, and he's starting.
Drew, why does he play at the end of games then?
Just saying.
Where's he at the end of games?
Hey, this comes from someone who's not an OU fan. So
where is it? Listen, he is. All I'm saying is, at the end of games, to me, if you can play in the end of game, you end the game.
Well,
end of the game, you play the players who can play. At the end of games, you play the players who can play. That's what you play at the end of games. He ain't nowhere to be found. He got his uniform. He got his warm up on. Stop it. And that's facts. Mm-hmm. And I'm a Laker fan. That's facts. No, he's on the court at the end of games.
It depends.
No,
how much they're winning by.
Nathan's over here laughing because he knows that's fact. To me, that ends all discussions. Are you one of the top 6 guys that playing at the end of the game?
Well, the thing is, though, at the end of games, they're not running plays for Austin Reeves. That's the problem.
That's correct.
You got LeBron James, you got Anthony Davis. So comparing Austin Reeves to LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Weren't you the guy who was sitting there screaming about Austin Reeves in Game 5 taking all them shots?
I was. He was shooting too much.
Okay then.
But
Austin Reeves is the man. He is bomb. He is great.
Austin Reeves does not create his own shot.
But
That's not his game. His game is to bring the ball to the floor, get the offense set up, and to feed off LeBron and AD and shoot wide open jump shots. That's his game. It sounds easy, but it's not as easy as it seems.
I understand. I get it 100%. Like I said, I'll put him where he belongs.
Hey, I'd take him if they trade Dort for him.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, heartbeat.
No. Hey, we're not having him and Lindy Waters? Oh, no. Oh, no.
The connection.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, Reeves does shoot 40% from 3.
Oh, my God. If you're wide open and you can't shoot 40%, sums up. That tells you everything you need to know. Anyway, Drew, I'm done, man. What about hockey last night, bro?
Yeah, I felt sorry for Ben. I think he's probably in a coma somewhere. I mean,
our boys his team
they set records all year, and then they take a dive in the first round of the playoffs to a chump. So I wouldn't come out of my hole for a while. But I've been in that same hole in Nebraska football, so I understand it. I know where it's come from.
You're going to be in that hole again. Y'all just lost Casey Thompson.
That's all right. He was a backup anyway.
He might be going to OSU.
He's not going.
He needs to. OSU could use a quarterback badly.
He just got $250,000 to go to Auburn.
Okay, well I'm just saying he needs to go to OSU. I mean, Alan Bowman is not going to do much.
Well, in NHL,
he thinks he got beat up in the Big Ten up in Lincoln. Just wait, he gets out on the field against Auburn. He's liable to go off in a stretcher.
Oh my God. Well,
a lot of times the grass isn't greener on the other side.
That's facts. And some more fun news, Drew. My OU Pie, second annual OU Pie in the Face. It's going to be the 20th of this month, Cat's Tavern. 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Was that 8 o'clock?
How many pies do you get for $5?
Well, you can donate. But we're raising money this year. We're raising $5,000. We raised $2,500 last year. We're raising $5,000 this year. and it's going for kids to do the wheelchairs because they have the what do you call them treadmills where they roll up on the treadmill and it locks them in and they can just raise their arm and build up their cardio and stuff on the treadmills just like we would do. So we're doing those, and then then they have these weighted balls. I'm like, why aren't we just using regular weighted balls? But the kids and the adaptive kids, adaptive sports, wheelchair kids have to have handles because that way they can control the ball better. And they don't have to worry about losing their balance while being up there. And then, of course, my basketball camp is June 1st and 2nd, grades 2nd through 7th, Thursday and Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So
I need to get Amelia and Faith out there with you and let them play a little hoops.
No, we're not
Faith
doing
will be 5.
No, we're doing.
You got 5-year-old camp?
No, we're not doing. We're not Faith. No. Amelia's more than adequate, bro. I'm not doing them both. I can't.
Faith's more of a supervisor. She's like her daddy.
Supervisor. Okay. Do you want to comment on that? Go ahead, Nathan.
No, I'm good.
Comment on that.
I'm good.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about, Drew? Since you came on late, Nathan. Anything you want to talk about? We talked about the NBA playoffs. We've talked about baseball, and we talked a little bit about hockey. Not much. We'll go into detail more about that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about more about the playoffs. Today we were doing more Thunder stuff since we had the Thunder Guru.
Yeah, I really need to sit down and look at these guys coming out in the draft. I really honestly I've been paying more attention to the football draft and my Braves in first place.
Tomorrow we're going to go over the NFL draft. And I did that. I did the grades and over under. So we'll do that tomorrow because we'll be back here at the bank tomorrow. So we'll go over all that stuff tomorrow. So yeah, I wanted Taylor Hendricks. That's who I want for the Thunder.
Who's your guy you want him to trade for?
If I had to trade for somebody for the Thunder right now, man,
it's tough.
Boy, who would I like to have? Because I don't think we really need a scorer. We need somebody. We need more of a rim protector, somebody who can block shots, like a James Wiseman, somebody like that.
What about a Julius Randle? Because he's going to be out in New York. You can guarantee it.
No. Well, we got somebody who's got to fit.
Boy, I tell you what, I would disagree there. Julius can shoot, he can play defense, rebound.
But right now we have SGA Josh, we have J-Dub. So you got to have somebody who's complimentary. Plus you have Chet. Nathan's boy coming in next year. Yeah. So you got to have somebody, plus Dort's going to do his shooting. So you got to have somebody in there, man.
Dort. Okay, go ahead. I'd laugh there. Come on. You just compared Julius Randle to Dort.
No, that is not what I'm saying.
Not that far.
No.
Okay.
I'd rather have Julius Randle than Dort if I'm going to have my choice. There's no question about that. But, it's the Knicks and the Heat. And to me, how do you not attack Jimmy Butler?
Yeah. You have to. I mean,
how do you not attack him every time he can barely walk and you don't even attack him?
What about
which I really hate to see because man, he's been playing so good.
Jeez. He's been playing great. What about
he's been so much fun to watch in the playoffs with his game, and he's got that old school mid-range game, which you don't see much of.
You know who he reminds you of? Bernard King.
Yeah.
That's what he reminds you of. He doesn't shoot the three, but just when he needs to get a mid-range bucket on you, you can't stop him. You cannot.
No, you can't. He gets that little pull up there, a little left to the free throw line. He doesn't miss that shot.
Yeah,
and you just don't see that in today's game. And even at the at the grade school level, and the high school level, it's all about shooting threes and this and that. But I like his game, and he can shoot the three too. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he can.
What do you think? Who do you got?
I just
can we
just
trade for Jimmy? Can we trade for Jimmy Butler?
I was thinking about Bam Adebayo. What do you think?
I like Bam. Bam would fit in really well with the Thunder.
Really well. Yeah.
What about Tyler Hero?
But you need more of a big guy.
We need inside presence. We can score.
Yeah, you need a big guy, and I think he checks all the boxes. He facilitates, he rebounds, he scores,
runs the floor.
Yeah.
Well, you mean the same guy that we should have drafted? Didn't we just talk about that guy was in Houston? Did we not talk about Jabari Smith? Was that guy?
You don't want to.
Yeah.
That's Bam Adebayo.
No.
Is it Drew?
No. Adebayo's
it's pretty
a
close.
better player.
It's pretty close.
But what I'm saying is he's a rookie. He's long. He's tall. He's athletic. He can shoot the three. He can rebound. Doesn't need the ball.
Yeah, but then you don't get Chet.
Like I said. All I can tell you is this.
I'm at how he's working his way back to that, Nathan.
Drew.
Oh, and then we don't have Chet.
Every single bar, we were in the bar. There's 50-something people in there. When they took Banchero, everybody in the bar started cheering, doing shots. And when they took Chet, silence.
But they should have
Silence.
known Presti's going to take Chet every time.
I'm telling you, they silence in the bar. Silence. Everybody was like, what in the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but
every single person in any bar that I talked to were completely stunned.
The stat for me that got me, and again, we'll see. We'll find out. Jabari Smith was 40% from 2.
And 3.
Chet, you're right.
Chet was 30
Chet
something.
was 70% from 2.
But Chet was what?
Now, let's put this in there, too. Let's give a little context to that, though, Nathan.
Thank you.
Chet was playing a bunch of chumps.
Okay, what was he against Jay Will, and what was he against Jabari? I mean, against Banchero.
Not probably.
Okay, what was he against the other NBA-type players? Duran.
Duran threw him around.
I'm just saying.
Duran threw him around.
Like, this is my thing. Against NBA-level talent, you saw what Chet was, and you still took him. And I'm not going to say why, but I know why, but I'm not going to say it on this channel. I'll say it at the barbershop, but I'm not going to say it here. I'm just saying. I won't say it at George's Happy Hour.
Later down there.
They're still waiting for Drew. They're missing. He's showing up his Allen Iverson jersey.
Oh God.
They're like, who is this? Who is this white dude?
Hey, that's a sick jersey that you can't find out.
It was nice, but they're like, who is this white dude? Now they're like, yo, man, when's Drew coming back? I'm like, what, Drew? Why are you worried about Drew? Really? He made his mark on the guys at the barbershop. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, Chris and they were asking about you. What was that, Thursday, Friday, whatever, I was in the shop.
Got to get back in there. It's been a while.
Yeah, next week or this week we'll be in there. If you want to come in there this week, we'll be able to get there. But right now you got to get off those roofs. Now you sent me the stuff.
My week's been busy with getting rained out last week. I'm gonna be pretty busy this week.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is I got your stuff, so I'm gonna put your DT construction stuff. Guys, if you got any roofing needs, holler at our guy Drew Henthorn, and we're gonna have all his information up. We're gonna have all this stuff up tomorrow. For DT Construction. If you need some roofs and stuff like that done, he is the man for that. Besides doing HuskerDrewPicks.com. Because what were you, 5-1 yesterday or 5-2? What were you, 6-2? 6-1?
I did go 5-1 yesterday going into Ben's debacle. That's all right.
Hey, let's not talk about the Bruins. They were, but just so funny is, of their losses, do you know 5 of their losses came to the Panthers? The Bruins?
Yeah. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, we've had a good weekend in the NBA and decent weekend. My Braves are just holding the fort down in Major League Baseball, so that's been good. So, like I said, if I could just get hockey dialed in, we'd be doing all right.
Yeah, nobody cares about baseball, man, right now. We're talking about NBA. All the important stuff is going on right now. We'll talk about baseball. We have 3 months to talk about nothing but freaking baseball.
Yeah.
So we'll wait to talk about that.
I'd rather talk about Summer League, but that's I'm just saying.
Bro, I didn't go.
Hey, that's all right.
That's Nathan. I didn't do that, man. That was him. I didn't. Oh, man. You going to comment on that, Drew? You letting that go?
No, I'll just let it go. I've got something to root for in the summer here.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Lord help us. All right, my brother. Hey, tomorrow. Hey, we'll be here. We'll be back. You gonna be on tomorrow? You gonna be on the roof, or you just gonna let me know?
I'll see how my morning goes. I got a few things I got to do in the morning, and then a couple of estimates I got to do in the afternoon. But I should be fine. All right. I should be able to come on.
All right, sounds good. And of course, we're joined today by my guy Nathan Taylor. Finally, Drew. He finally showed up. How many times we've been here? We ain't seen him, Drew. 3, 4, 5 times.
I know he came out of the box like a whole shot out of the box.
Yeah,
and had all the knowledge, and then we couldn't run him down anymore.
Yeah, then he just got to hey, we started putting that spin on him. He didn't have no answer.
Well, he's busy down there at the bank making things happen.
Yeah, that's true. But it took him 3 or 4 months to catch up to us, Drew. We're a little quick for him. Yeah. So it took him a little time to catch back up.
Well, hey, I mean, anytime you
never know what kind of turn this show is going to take.
Oh, he said, you hear that? We're more than happy to talk about hockey and baseball when he's not here. We got you. All right, D. I'll holler at you tomorrow.
All right, HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Big Red.
He's so annoying.
Are we doing a podcast in 1985?
We're really annoying with that. It's annoying. It's annoying. But anyway, I want to thank everybody at YNB today for having us. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon here at YNB. I want to thank my guy Nathan Taylor. I'm sure he'll be back on with us tomorrow, going about some other stuff, so he'll have plenty of time to study and keep up with what we're doing. Because tomorrow we're going to talk about the NFL draft. We're going to talk more about the NBA draft, and we're going to talk more about when the draft is coming up and when are the picks?
Lottery May 16th.
When is the lottery?
May 16th.
So he's going to talk about that, and we're going to do that with the Thunder have a 1.47.
Well, it's 1.4, 1.8, something like that.
Yeah, a chance to get the number 1 overall pick, which I think if you take Wembanyama, these other guys got to go. Poku got to go. Chet
Poku definitely got to go.
Poku, Chet, they got to go.
Poku and Chet.
Kendricks Williams got to go. Jeremiah Rosen, they got to go.
Wembanyama at the 5, Chet at the 4. NBA Finals, here we come.
Anyway.
Oh, hey, I was supposed to ask you, by the way, maybe for tomorrow, but how many OSU guys got picked in the NFL draft? It wasn't me. I'm passing it along.
Okay, first of all, did I play football?
No,
Did I play football?
Just says.
Did I play football?
No.
Then I don't care.
Just ask.
It's football.
It was a pass along.
It's a football. So I don't know. Don't care. 1, none. I don't know.
I think it's
football.
2 or 3. I think.
Well, whatever. It's football.
Okay. I just thought I'd.
How many do you get drafted? I don't care.
Yeah, that's same here.
Once again, it's football. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean.
It's football. I don't care if they get drafted, they don't get drafted. Hey, if you got drafted, fantastic. If you didn't, whatever. It's football. Now, basketball, I can tell you. I don't think we'll have none this year.
Yeah, no.
I don't think either one of them are.
No.
But,
I am anxious to see.
But tomorrow we will talk about y'all other one sports that y'all have because y'all got football and softball.
Don't down softball, man. That's fun
what I
to
just
watch.
said.
That stuff's fun to watch.
I said football and softball.
I'd watch softball over baseball any day
I
of the
watch
week,
softball over almost anything but basketball.
Yep. Yeah,
I'd probably watch over football.
You're right. Same here. I'd NBA and then softball. That's it.
I'm with you 100% on that. So that being said, tomorrow, hey, everybody check us out. I want to thank my guy Nathan Taylor and the people at YNB, Carolyn and Randy and everybody, and even Carson. Do we want to thank Carson?
Yeah, we can thank Carson.
Okay, we'll thank Carson.
We can thank Carson.
For letting us come out today, and tomorrow we'll be back. So that being said, everybody have a great day.